Kellyanne Conway said in a statement that she has to have 24/7 Secret Service protection because she gets so many threats. And it sounds like that could be true of the whole administration. The price that I heard to have Melania in New York City, what it cost Melania or it cost the government to have her living there with the kid, is about $500,000 a day. This administration is costing us a fortune. Donald Trump said that, that he wasn't going to take the salary, he'd just take $1 a year. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but it's still not going to pay for what it's costing the American taxpayers to have you as president. And I'm not talking about your $53 billion to add to the defense budget. That's just about, 3 aircraft carriers. I don't think it's going to be spent on aircraft carriers. That's not what I'm saying, but that's what it would be. Like the equivalent of adding in 3 aircraft carriers. So just to have Melania up here staying in New York while the kid, like the kid can't move to D.C. or whatever. They can't find a school in D.C. They have to keep the kid in school up here. How many kids had to move when they, Dad got a new job, time to move. But no, not the Trump kid. No, he has to cost the taxpayers $500,000 a day. The New York City taxpayers, I believe. I don't even think that that's like what it's costing the federal budget to keep an eye on Melania over there. It's expensive, And now I'm hearing that Kellyanne Conway is so hated that she has to have 24/7, What about the other people in the cabinet? Are they getting this 24/7, high security protection from? I mean, look at the position she's in too. Doesn't that remind you of something? Doesn't it sort of remind you of the P story? It's just this administration's costing us a fortune. It is, and that dollar, that token that Donald is taking as a salary, that, $1, I read, oh, that's great, he's a billionaire, he's not taking his salary. It would be better if you took your salary and moved your family down to D.C., okay? And realized that when you go to Mar-a-Lago, that cost, I'm not going to quote the price that I heard because it sounded so outrageous, but it was in the millions, I could be very wrong, but it was something upwards of 50 million just to go down there or something. I think I heard like 90 million. It just seems like such a crazy number. Is that possible? Every time that he gets on the plane and goes to Mar-a-Lago, it's going to cost $90 million? Yeah. Don't take your salary, Donald. What is that, $200,000? You're costing us millions. This guy is going to cost us millions protecting. Well, we need the people in the. If it was anybody else, any other president, all those people that work in the cabinet, they deserve that protection. That's for sure. That's how it is. But I just think that this administration, there's such a huge divide. And then you have the extremes that are going to threaten these people and whatever. You're just costing us more money, but you can't convince the crazy person that I don't like them. I think the administration sucks, but do you understand what I'm saying? But then there's the extremes that are gonna cause problems and she's sort of like a little kitty cat. It looks like she's about to mark her territory. But this administration is gonna cost us a fortune. It is, and I think that we have to consider threats from abroad too. He's not liked. He isn't liked. This administration's going to cost us a fortune in making sure that they're safe, and it just seems like we're going to be unsafer. Good job, Donald. Move your family down to D.C., dude. Stop tying up Manhattan over there. Yank the kid out of school and tell him to go to that school and meet new friends.